don't know. Do you know the difference between the demonic abyss and the regular layers of hell?
Is that a pickup line?
Yeah.
Basically, the funny way that Marcel put it, I'm gonna put it again, is that the 9 layers of hell is, the normal 9 layers of hell. That's like organized hell. That's like hell. It's still hell. That has rules.
Yeah.
And the demonic abyss is a crazy, no holds bar, batshit insane hell.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Home to the Demogorgon.
Exactly.
No order, no holds bar, crazy hell.
There's also the thing that both of those hells are kind of pitted against each other in the
Yes.
Blood
Yeah.
War.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fighting
Which
the
one-
empty plains of Hades.
Demonic order versus demonic chaos.
Yeah.
Probably can't answer this quite yet, but just because I just think it would be funny if I asked which side is Lilith's patron on.
The organized one.
The organized one. I did
Yeah.
reveal it was Mephistopheles I was
Oh yeah.
affiliated to. So
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
it
I
is
forgot
the
about that, okay.
organized one.
Yeah, one of the organized layers. Matt Free got yeeted into the opposite battlefield.
I'm trying to remember. I had a list of. Yes.
Quick question, because I forgot to level up earlier. I went to that, what's it called? The list, and here it says, like, for the HP, do we roll or do we average? What
Average.
is the thing that... Average, okay.
I think it's fairer.
Ooh, I forgot to up my XP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Time to level up.
Level up. One of the
it's
things
been so long.
Sorry. One of the things I realized for me that is still like a bit confusing with this specific D&D is that because I'm typically at least used to seeing people, so I know I recognize some voices, but I can't yet place always the voice to the character. So sometimes if I need to make an action, I genuinely forget which of the characters like standing next to me are doing what, because I'm like, I'm not 100% sure who did what just voice-wise.
Mm.
And so then it's like, well, let's wing it. Let's hope for the best.
No, don't worry. Well, I guess you can put on cameras. I think my camera's in my bag.
I don't have to. Just like I was just like I realized for myself. I'm like, that's what I think sometimes where
Yeah.
a character will say like, oh, they're communicating with me. I'm like, who's that again?
I can also turn on my camera. Just I didn't make my beard, so don't expect a pretty face.
I didn't make my beard either. It's okay.
Okay. Wait a second. I need to make a few things level up and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, I might not be able to show my
Average.
camera only because I have I'm using the same camera at the moment that I'll be using for stream.
Yeah, it won't connect. It won't pop up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No.
No. No.
Well,
Oh, wait, Lilith, not Argus. I'm not sure if you were there when I made this realization, but there is one very unfortunate side effect tragedy that's gone along with all of this, and it's
What
the
is
fact that everything that Free has is also inaccessible in the demonic abyss. Free had the therapy rock.
Oh no.
Oh.
The therapy rock is also lost.
No. I feel there was something else that was mentioned that like, oh, I think it was just in general, yeah, what happened to his items? Well, they're gone.
They're gone.
Well,
Told
at
you,
least
Gus.
Rordak can't loot you.
Rodak can't loot my ass. He's out of luck.
well, in
Like,
Rod Rodak's defense, he did try the hardest to save you.
He did, yeah.
Hey, I tried pretty hard too.
Okay, so it's Rodak and Tomlin tried
Fair
to
enough.
damn this.
But I mean,
They really did.
before it happened, what you did was something very interesting that the universe will remember.
Even if
That was
though
the
it
key
didn't work in
phrase.
the end. Even if it didn't work in the end, the universe will remember that.
Remember the 5th of November. The gunpowder, treason, and plot.
So I'm trying to
I
look
know.
through Free's inventory because I can still see it just to see what else we've lost.
Everything.
Everything. But what else does this man have?
Yeah, your cameras don't show
Even
it.
his dignity. I know, I'm just trying to connect, because I have a second one. I'm trying to see
Alright.
if that one is currently on to see if I can connect it.
No, as far as I know, the stream fights that. It's just not going to let you do it.
No,
Ooh,
second
okay,
camera.
yeah, like-
It will not even allow my second camera.
No, it won't.
That's not that even is not used in stream.
Yes.
Okay,
You need a
okay, well,
whole new computer.
Error.
Error. Sorry.
Other
Alright.
lost possessions include the defective bag of holding, the one with the explosive animals in it.
Damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, that's probably the biggest loss here. Just because it was funny. This was mostly like something that Sky would be concerned about, but I joked about it with Rordak being like, "Thank God you did that, Lilith." Earlier in the 3rd floor, I think we found Tasha's room, and Tasha had like a whole like lineup of like journals, and Free took like all but one of those. Free had like most of Tasha's entries, but Rordak grabbed entry 1 before Free could, and Free couldn't get it back.
Oh no! Even the journals. I didn't realize how much of the stuff he had.
Yeah.
So we have one of Tasha's entries at least because Rordak took it.
So.
You know, when you said the thing that will be the most missed by
I
Sky.
don't think you'll give me.
I think
Sky needs it.
the thing that will be most missed by Sky is Free.
Yes. That ass.
Also, oh yeah, Therapy Rock gone. I guess also the macaw cloak, but only I could use that regardless since it requires a 2 by a rope.
But not forgotten.
Not forgotten.
Well, for any budding DMs out there, if you ever run a campaign and you've got a critical piece of information and your players go, "Don't worry, I'll read that later," save it for a space that's after the final boss battle in the dungeon or something. Because I did that.
Whoops.
There's still stuff to find upstairs. Just so you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You guys
This is metagaming.
I know it is metagaming.
And I feel like the DM should take a punishment.
Yeah.
-1 to all rolls from the DM side.
Also, actually, Argus, interesting thing about Tasha's journals is that even though we have at least one of them, it might be a while before we can really glean what's in it because when we first found them, Free tried to read them, but all the words in the entire book was just do not touch Tasha's stuff. And the book put him in a trance of like endlessly just reading the words over and over and over until someone else snapped him out of it.
Yeah.
Perhaps my Eldritch Invocation could do something different, but I wasn't there. My bad.
Oh,
There's still one journal. You can
we
try
got
it.
another warlock. Okay. I think this is the first time we're on the same session together.
Yes.
Ooh, by the way, how do I change my picture like in Roll20? Because it like for Era it just is like those little square triangle things.
Oh, you mean at the bottom of the map?
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually switch those off. You can switch
Yeah, I've
them.
got them off as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I think you need to basically change your Roll20 profile before that changes. So I prefer switching them off and just adding the names.
How do I do that?
So on the gear,
Yeah.
then there should be a tab. There should be graphics, and then it's audio and visual. Wow.
Sure.
Visual. And then
Sure. Yeah.
I think no. Sorry, I'm in the yes. Audio and video, and then video display, and then there's
Okay. Yeah, I see
Yes.
it.
and then there should be an option that says player videos / avatar size, on the drop down, pick
Urgh.
names only.
Names only.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Oh my god, Marcel, I just saw that you added the therapy rock to the dead.
I did, yes.
The therapy rock
Oh,
never dies. The therapy rock
And you
will
added
return.
free. Oh no, free.
So, if the therapy rock is in dead, like we were using the classic Linnaean classification of life where minerals are considered alive.
I mean, hey, the therapy rock had power.
Hey man, I had
Also-
way too long a week to talk geology. Wow.
That's his,
In,
that's his biology.
in theory, is free even dead if there is no body?
Yes.
That sounds.
That's the law.
What are you, a lawyer?
That's the law of fiction. You can't like trust that someone is dead if you don't see a body.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How did he survive that? Off screen. You can do anything off screen.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, he's in another dimension. He could have had 1 HP for all we know, and we don't know how long he is living in this dimension.
Being off screen is a pathway to many abilities that others deem to be unnatural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some montages you gotta watch out for. So, I think we can sort of start while we wait for the married couple in the form of our monk and our druid.
I'm still reviewing spells. Good
Okay.
God, you had it a lot.
I did. Sorry. I keep
No,
it.
I actually like it.
Okay,
I
good.
just need to figure out which ones I want because warlocks only get a few spells.
Fair enough.
Yes, I also went through this as well. What type? Oh wait, never mind. It's metagaming. I won't ask.
By the way, can you hear me well?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
That's very well.
perfect.
Yes.
The only
Because I've
person
definitely
I can't
had
go
it before. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, it's alright. I was gonna make a stupid joke. Keep going. You talk.
Oh, is it free related?
Yes, it is. Good job.
Oh, thank you. No, because I've definitely had moments, especially with at least with stream versus like Discord, is I don't realize that the volume is bad or something, and then somebody out of the blue will say, "Hey, did you know there is no actually audio?" And I'm like wildly playing, let's say, Final Fantasy, and I'm like, how? Like there were people could. I wish somebody had told me. I mean, I appreciate they finally told me, but I didn't know. I was like, basically, it was me talking on a silent screen.
Yes, I've been there. I've written monologue openings for this lot. They all hear it, but the stream don't hear it. They just occasionally hear it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Uh-huh. And it's lost to time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Also, Argus, I pinged you with the timestamp where the tragedy happens precisely.
You know, every time you say tragedy, all I can think of is that song. Tragedy. Da, da,
Oh my
da, da, da.
The Bee Gees rock, okay.
Exactly.
What they do? Wait, that's not. What am I doing? I'm pressing on the wrong thing. Okay, so yes, let's wait for the married couple to get started.
Yeah.
Let's not wait. Let's also try and speak proper English.
Yes.
Well, indeed, sir. We shall speak with proper English.
Okay, Henry
I
Higgins.
guess. I guess it's like a whole
Oh,
question
blimey.
thing. Like, wait until it happens properly. Like once we get started, but like Lilith, like just like in vague terms for now, what would Lilith's live reaction to the current events be?
It would have been so fun if she had not found out off stream.
Yes, you mean Meg.
Yeah.
Mm. Alright.
I mean, it was fun how it was found out too, but it was like, I wonder what her reaction would be on stream, or I mean on in game.
GM, we haven't had any rest whatsoever, right?
No rest yet. You've leveled up?
I don't. Is my health meant to go to max when I level up? Because I didn't touch that.
I think it does that automatically.
All right.
Yeah, so no, it's like Skyrim.
Not if you're playing in. I started playing Skyrim again last week, and not if you're playing in survival mode.
Yeah, true.
Sleep.
Hold on to those sweet rolls. Alrighty. Okay, so when we last left our heroes, they fought a mighty battle against a creature, a demonic entity of many mouths and legs that powered all the traps and magical enchantments in this house. Also, you dropped off the doll into the sphere of annihilation in the basement. Just a little point.
Tufa did that out of rage.
Yes.
Because because Argus, like after everything went down, Free and the doll had argued a fair amount before the fight. So when he bit it, the doll, all the doll said in response was maniacal laughter.
Well, which was fortunate because the doll is actually several layers of demon all squished into one. So screw that fight.
I was right. I just kept telling us, them don't cut it, don't destroy it.
Yeah.
It's gonna do something.
It was a Gabrasu. Yeah.
Plus, also, when somebody in the mirror, I think it was you who had looked into the mirror and saw that it looked like some beastly thingamajig.
I think it was
forgot who
Rodak.
was.
It was Rodak.
It was Rodak that saw it.
Who else is set to arrive still for this session?
Rodak and Tusa.
Okay, cool. Not Sky?
Nope.
So the DM gets to live a bit.
To live a little bit longer. You've
Alright.
bought yourself a little bit more time.
Yeah, she's got travel arrangements and things that I don't understand, but I'm in full support of because I want to live. All right. Yeah. By the way, over that weekend, she was like, "Oh, are you mad at me for something?" I'm like, "No, why?" Not me. I'm not the mad one. Okay. Anyway. So what was I saying? Yes. So you defeated that thing. They threw the thing in the sphere of annihilation. There was the mirror that revealed some true things. Rodak saw something briefly. Saw two things almost. So you've gone down, ready to break the news to your other companions that you've unfortunately lost free. As you descend the stairs, firstly those ghostly squid things that were circling the crystals which you established weren't real. They completely dissipate. The crystals themselves are still glowing. They still have those cracks on them, thanks to Tomlin.
And Bree.
And Free. Let's give credit to the dead, of course.
Alrighty.
Yes. Anyway, as you descend and you get back to the second floor, you realize that the house does seem slightly different. It seems slightly brighter, slightly less dusty. And as you get back to the door here, hopefully you all can see the map again. Okay. Trevor, you won't see anything yet. Don't panic.
I can't see things.
Okay, good. Never mind. The walls now have windows. The windows don't look out on the world, but they seem to let in some kind of magical light. As if it's like a blank wall glowing behind them. Okay. Also, just through the door here, on the wall, there's a little sort of sconce with a little silver bell on it, standing on it, that you've not noticed before. Also, as the rest of you come back and see a dazed Lilith and Sky, this bookcase over here opens. Behind the bookcase, in a sort of cut out bit in the wall, what appears to be a large automaton. And Axel, will you please describe yourself? You're not activated yet.
So you guys see this thing sitting down like against the wall. You can see like one spot on its head and one spot on its chest like look like lights that are powered, not powered. It's like this giant hulking thing. Like it's a big robot, and it just has a giant hulking figure, and it has what looks like a furnace like on its stomach, and some other little like a mechanical compartment on its chest that you can't quite make out since nothing is moving. But this is a very big, powered down machine. It's very humanoid.
How big approximately?
It's pretty big. It's like pretty tall. It's like
10 feet tall.
6 foot. 10, is it 10 feet tall? I don't think so. Like a. What is it?
No, it would probably be 7-ish. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like around 7 feet tall, just about.
All right. So, as you guys are sort of splitting your attention between your newly animated old companions and this new threat over here. Sorry, that message just destroyed me now.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So I just need a moment.
Arrow, no.
Okay, I'm not going to read that out. Right, so as you guys are coming to terms with all of this, you hear the house sort of come alive. You hear creaking floorboards all over. You see some of the books seem to sort of ruffle in the bookcase there. You hear a note play on the piano here, one that transfixed Sky for a while. And slowly but surely, it seems like the wind is blowing towards this machine. It's furnace in its chest starts to light up with strange, ghostly white light. And there's a hiss of pneumatics as it comes to life.
Me.
Yes. And we have a Rodak.
Oh. Rodak.
Hey!
Perfect timing, my friend. Do we want to go through the descriptions a bit more? Like one more time?
Hello.
It is I, the hero of last session.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you guys
In a
came
while.
down.
Hey, August.
Yeah, we have a reunion. And everything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
No!
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm very appropriate. I don't know what you're talking about.
This music is not appropriate. That's not the one I meant to click on. That's way too happy for all this situation. All right. Okay.
Is it something like music for your stream? Because I don't think I hear any music.
It's supposed to come through Roll20, but it's being very buggy today.
Oh, I'll check. Maybe I accidentally switched something off. Maybe it's just me. Hang on.
I can hear it perfectly.
That it must be me. Maybe when I went to change some of those earlier settings, I switched the wrong thing off.
No worries. Okay, yes. So, you guys came downstairs. The house seems brighter, more alive, in a sort of ghostly, creaky, weird noise in the attic sort of way. The bookcase opened. Oh, there's a silver bell standing over here, temptingly ready to be rung. Yes, behind the bookcase, in a sort of sealed bit behind the wall, there is a giant robot that is now coming alive. Somehow, hissing with pneumatics, glowing with energy, and getting to its feet.
Like, you can see like the little purple lights on its head and chest start to flicker and eventually come alive.
No!
And as it just walks forward, you hear a very metallic voice, like, power sample accepted and sufficient. Rebooting. Activating manufacturer's protocol. And you just hear mechanical whirrings and clickings for a bit until he's very suddenly not as like stilted and cold for a bit, and then he just kind of lunges forward, like he lost his balance onto his knees for a bit, and he's just kind of like, like he stumbles forward and he's kind of fallen down a bit, but then his head looks up and surveys the room. It has been how long since I was last operational?
Okay, does the robot look hostile?
Make
It looks
a insight check.
Wait, let me just find my portrait. Yeah,
Token setting pop up.
it's loading.
Also a shortcut. I don't know if it works just for me, but if you hold shift and double click on your character, it takes you to a character sheet.
Everyone can hear music from the Roll20 then?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
Very faint, but yeah.
it's faint, but yeah.
The volume might be down to your individual setting in Roll20.
No, I still have no music, but I must have switched something off accidentally.
Okay. I will just have to entertain you with my beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, so, Rodak. Maybe when it started it looked scarier than it is now. When the systems kicked in, it seems quite friendly.
I'll say right now it's looking around. It looks more confused than anything.
Okay.
Like he's just looking. His head is just moving back and forth, like surveying everything intently.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk right up and then scream.
No. His gaze stops to look at you, and you can see like faintly in that little purple light of an eye. It almost looks like something like a little bit of a lens scope zooming in and out on you, and eventually you just hear it in his metallic voice like, "Whoever you are, that is not necessary."
Okay, cool. He seems cool. Wait. I'm gonna pull out the Snicker snack, and I'm gonna ask the robot thing, touch it, the blade.
His head tilts, and with a massive hand, he just kind of slowly inches one finger forward to lightly tap it.
And do I see a reaction?
Okay. You don't see a reaction from the robot, but the voice in your head says, "Ugh, unworthy to wield me. He hasn't picked a side."
Okay, no, he's cool. Yeah. Alright, no, cool then. Alright.
He gets up properly to his feet, and you can see how freaking tall this guy is. He's full 7 foot, right in front of you guys. And he's looking around whatever happened here? Why does this place look so disorderly?
Who are you?
You all. He looks to you guys where is the master?
Me. I'm here. It's myself. I.
You are not the master.
I could be. You don't know that. You don't know me. You don't know my life.
Who do you recognize as the master when you refer to them?
He looks around. He's no one here present except. Actually, hold on. I need to ask this.
Oh, a private DM whisper.
Oh my god. Private audience.
Because it's Sky.
Rodak's just going grumble.
Now.
Imagine if somebody inserted that as an automatic voice for a robot changed voice, and it only talks in Valley Girl voice now.
No. Destroy the robot. No. Lazy mouth.
You guys, it's Dyrecinder.
It's the DMDC.
I do. I'm replying.
My bad.
Excuse me.
You can hear from him mechanical words and stuff, he's mechanically contemplating, looking through looking through his protocols.
Processing.
You'll have your reply.
He looks between two directions, between Sky and Era, and just tilts his head to the side a bit, like at an angle, and he just eventually says, "It is perplexing. Protocol unclear. They have sort of fit the bill, but they are very clearly not the master. But somehow they still fit."
You know,
Do
which-
any of you know where the? Do any of you know where? He
If
his
your
head
master be Tasha.
his head darts to look at you. He's like, "Yes, precisely, horned one. But my master, would be the lord of this mess."
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to ask, where is Sanjeev?
He is with you. His head.
Okay, cool. Got it. Just want to make sure we didn't leave him upstairs. That's all.
Just he's screaming from upstairs. Hello, help!
Party num nums. Okay.
What's your name, robot? Do we know it's a robot? Do we know what a robot is?
It is very clearly a big
Yeah.
metallic figure.
You guys would
Automaton.
consider it a construct of some sort. You would have seen them here and there. They're not too common around the Dyrecinder, but it's not. It's like how you might know about kangaroos. They're out there somewhere, but have you actually ever seen one?
Yeah.
But
Like,
but we've also previously not seen this one in the room. Like they
No.
just appeared as we came
Yes.
down, right?
Well,
Yes,
it
it
was
was
behind
behind-
the book.
yeah, that's it.
Behind
This
the bookcase.
bookshelf moved out of the way to show like a hidden wall compartment where it was slumped over.
That's cool. Yeah. What's the construct's name? What is your name, construct?
You hear a few beeps like, I am the security/service prototype AX1331. But the master never really liked that one. The master just took the last bit and repurposed it to mean Axel.
Axel. Okay, nice to meet you. I was gonna call you sex robot, but that's cool.
It could be
Vocabulary,
multi-purpose.
It could be
Vocabulary.
Don't discount it.
its light flashes and you hear a few beeps. Vocabulary, unrecognized.
Well, all right then. Okay, nice to meet you, Axel. As long as you're not hostile to any of us, we have no reason to suspect you. But I need to warn you, I'm very protective of the people around me, especially due to current events. So if you try anything, I will kill you.
Worry not, stranger. I, as a matter of fact, follow the same directive. It is my prime directive in programming to aid the master in their endeavors.
Yeah, but you said the master's not in the room. That's why I
That
don't
is-
trust you.
So
I
would you see them as intruders?
you hear processes. You hear.
Make an insight check.
You hear the processing of it for me or them.
No, you, robot, Mr. Robot. Please make.
The rolls. I did not.
That's okay. I'll take that one.
Yeah.
You think the fact that the house isn't collapsing with a giant bone monster ripping through it is probably a good sign that they're welcome here.
You made it past the front door, so either the master lets you in, or you're trustworthy regardless.
Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. If everyone's cool with Axel,
I only ask that you kindly point me to whatever direction or room that the master currently resides, so that I may receive my orders.
We are unsure of Tasha's location, but we know a few people, and she looks at Sky, that are related in some way with Tasha.
Alright. Which point Sky says, well, apparently Tasha's my mom. By the way, where's Free?
Oh,
Mechanic.
Everybody averts eyes. It's like,
Just look away.
Guys, what's going on?
You missed a few things.
Free.
Oh.
Free is supposedly been relocated to
Death.
the Abyssal realm. Oh, I don't know. That's what they said. They said Abyssal. We don't know if he's dead or not. Just no longer in this realm of living that we live in.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
How would Meg do this? Sorry, just
I feel like
Roll a D100. Roll a D100. One very bad. 100. Yeah. I expected.
I think she'd
you
flip a
just
coin.
go, like, you think Scott would just go like non-verbal for a long time, being like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, so she first looks at Tomlin saying, maybe not alive, and then at Rodak's quick, he's dead. I heard that. And she goes, what the fuck?
and then I add, well, there wasn't any body, so, and then just like trails off.
Well, yeah, technically there's no body, so we can't verify whether or not he's alive. But we kind of don't have a body.
Well, we have to get him back. We have to get him back, or I'm going to kill someone. And it's going to be nasty.
We don't know how or where or how big the Abyssal is. So, like, we can try, but it seems likely that the attack might have knocked him into the dead realm.
Well, that's not a good enough answer. We need to find him.
I
We
tried
need to do
to
something.
bring him back, but they didn't answer me this time.
I can't.
It's
Just
always
show me where it happened. I need to know where it happened.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one to you guys because I am terrified of this small person.
All right. I have not spent enough time around the small person to be scared. So I'm like, okay, I'll show you. You'll see his final where we saw him last, and I'll take Sky to the
Yeah.
third
I'll go
floor.
as well.
Is it the third floor?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take Sky to the third floor.
Wherever.
Me too. We're on an adventure.
Okay. So,
I will follow along because in this very moment, I'm kind of worried for Sky.
I'm just gonna quietly creep behind everyone.
make a stealth check, please.
Or that into just slowly backing away into.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually pull this off. I can
Okay.
have proficiency on this.
Nice, 19. Okay, but as you guys exit the room past the new little sconce with a little silver bell on it, you leave the room.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I try. I really try. Okay, so you go back to the third floor. Yes.
How much would I know about this spell, or would we have seen it on our way past?
You would know exactly what it does, but you just won't care. Okay, just bear with
So
me.
I'm leading. I'm like,
You do see that, like, as you guys walk through, the construct very attentively and deliberately follows as closely to either Sky or Aira as it possibly can. Just kind of like very curiously looking at the beady little purple eye.
No, I've lost a player. Why is it not copy? Has anybody
yeah.
had? Sorry, go for it.
I was saying, oh look, it's our marking when where we had Sanjeev.
Yeah, that's where we
That's
last
so
left
bad.
him, dude.
As you guys also go up the stairs, Tomlin, you hear Sanjeev say, I do not know this lady, but she looks like she's about to go exploding.
I
pretty
think
much.
if she's friends with the others, she shouldn't hurt us. We're all on the same side after all, Sanjeev.
She reminds me of my old master. and not in a happy way.
Would Sanjeev recognize me?
Sanjeev is younger than you. He's a very late addition to this house.
Ah.
Okay.
So, it happened around here, Sky. This is around where he was disappeared.
I think I remember it was right here. Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
precisely right there.
Yes.
Oh, I was, yeah.
At which point she says, well, there's no blood, there's no marks. Well, she looks at the sort of landing spot in the wood where it was splintered when the creature landed again. Okay, there's some marks, but I don't see him. So how do I know you're even telling the truth? Huh?
Well, only if I think. Wait, who? By the way, sorry, out of game. Who was it that? Did we have one or we had several characters who were in eyesight of what exactly happened?
Yeah,
I think at least
It was me and Rodak. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
me and
Okay.
Rodak.
Rodak and Tom look
Okay.
really nicely.
If I
Okay.
could find Rodak, I could tell you. He could tell you, like, he could agree with me. We both saw the same thing. Where's Rodak?
You can't see him, he's stealth.
Yeah.
You stealth, because he knows what's
I'm
gonna
like
happen.
clinging onto the ceiling.
I just gotta say that with Tusa's passive perception, she still sees you, which is so nice.
Yeah. No.
Oh, also another thing. I forgot because I don't remember if they disengaged from it or not. Wasn't one of the characters floating on a broom forever?
That's me.
Yep.
Yes.
That's why I'm clinging to the ceiling.
Okay.
The broom.
I love the idea
Can
of
I
sort of
try-
go for it. Yes,
I was gonna say, can I try and look around the room and see if I can spot Rodak?
make a perception check.
Perception. All
You
right.
gotta roll better than a 19.
I like the idea that with some dramatic camera angles. Oh, you have no idea where he is, unfortunately.
Oh.
Sort of as you're looking around, the camera angle would show him sort of crawling on the ceiling above you.
Also, hello, Richard.
Hey.
Hello.
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 We're showing Sky the room where it happened.
Wanna be in the room.
We're showing
Yeah,
the
that's
DM playing Sky, the rumor it happened.
Yeah, no, yes. The DM as Sky, the room where it happened. And I'm clinging to the ceiling because plot.
Too
Do
many
not want to be
prepositions
seen.
in that sentence.
He wants nothing to do with it.
Right.
And Sky pretty much already threatened murder of someone, so everybody's cautious.
I think she's gonna murder me for giving her such a manly voice. This guy's like, this can't be real. This can't be real. That's how Sky speaks. No, sorry. Yeah. Please carry on.
I'm just desperately looking around, like, so Rodak, you're the only one that saw. Like, you're the only one that can agree and say, like, what happened. Please, help me. They're looking for their partner.
Okay, I'm just gonna float a piece of paper, just like a little paper airplane, and just chuck it right at Sky's feet, and then disappear.
What is it?
And the paper's gonna say, yeah, he died right there. We saw the demon like eat him, and then he disappeared, and I tried to retrieve him, but he's gone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Something about a portal.
Something about a portal.
I imagine it's
demons.
really badly written.
Yeah, it's like hastily scrolled. Like all you can see is sorry, portal, demon, splooge.
Okay, she crumples a piece of paper, looks around the room, and goes, Rodak, you sneaky motherfucker. I need to kill someone. Or we need to find him, or I'm going to kill someone. One of those two. Maybe both at the same time. What are we going to do? Plan? Giant robot? Do you have a plan? No? Anyone else?
I do.
Go for
A
it.
partial one. Well, I know you're going through a lot, to, well, say the least from what I understand so far. We do still have to, as tough as the situation, like you can see she's kind of like not sure how to say the words, like, we do still have to explore this floor, and then we potentially do have to go on to the next part of our journey that we had, had in plan and store. So we will have to leave here eventually, as much as you might need to grieve your loss.
Oh shit, it's me. Hello. Fine. Well then, we need a plan because I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my shit. This is the end of my characterization for Sky. I wish she was here because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm being too nice.
Well, the next part we potentially travel to will bring us at least a step closer to figuring out how to fight the Oblivion. So, if that helps you any, you will potentially find something to fight. I don't think any of us is something you should kill, but yeah.
We might be able to,
yeah, not us.
we might be able to use this opportunity to maybe redirect your anger, Sky. Maybe bring it under fire of something that's maybe not on your side. I can't imagine what you're going through, but it can't be great. But it must be great to take it out on someone else.
Maybe, but I need a minute. And she sort of storms off back downstairs. Which is what us professional writers call a cop-out. It's also just a need. I don't want to take the reaction away from Meg.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are standing up here, pyramid all cracked. You got a creepy cage, got a creepy skull. You got a creepy rack full of toys and dolls, one of which still seems to be blinking at you.
Can I take the blinking one and put it in front of the mirror, seeing that the other doll showed a different side to it when it was faced with the mirror?
Yes, so good thinking. As you approach the mirror, again, you don't see any reflection of yourself, but you do see floating towards it. At first, you think it's just the doll's reflection all by itself. As you get closer, it's not really shaped like a happy little girl with pigtails, but some sort of scaly creature. Is someone making cat noises, or have I lost my mind?
I'm sorry, that's my cat. I'll mute myself.
No, sorry.
I thought that was a child.
Okay, so
Considering the previous one was like a lesberbo or something like that, does it feel like it's in the family of like a similar family type of thing?
No, so as you get closer, sorry, I just got interrupted by the cat. It's something imp-like and small and green with bug-like eyes and little horns. That as you're carrying it, you're sort of holding the doll around its waist with its arms on either side, so it's sort of assuming the same thing, and it sort of blinks at you in the mirror.
But it is safe to say that it's like from the same ducks from the same pond. It's also like a demonish-y type of indie type of creature.
Yeah, but it's very significantly smaller and less powerful. It's more like a pigeon that fell into the pond while the swans are kicking around.
Would the newly awakened machine know exactly what this thing is or what the mirror is?
Okay, so the last time you were activated, there were no dolls. There was a pyramid that had a crystal in it. There's no crystal, only a big crack. Not crap. Wow.
A big crap.
God, yes. So yes, the cabin is new. Although you do remember this cabin being outside of the house. The cage is new. The doll racks are new.
But the mirror.
The mirror has always been here. Although you do remember it being mounted against the wall instead of standing free. Oh, sorry. Too soon to say the word.
Oh, good. Oh no. The everyone just kind of sees the big construct like surveying the different things on this floor. Like you can hear like its scope eye like kind of like grinding against metal as it's like zooming in to look at different things. Eventually, just speaks up, being like, "However long that my power source has been empty for, no, what I do not recognize most of these things, whatever that the master could have to do. But I do remember that. But I remember these two things." He points at the mirror in the house, but like, this is not where they're supposed to be.
Are you like a cleaning robot? I don't think I've seen you before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This
I'm
is
sorry.
a new thing.
Yeah, sorry. When they came back down to see Sky unfrozen, they found Lilith and Sky, and the bookcase swung open, and Axel was behind there. He's seemingly activated by the defeating of the boss here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, nice to meet you. Hi. This is weird. I don't think I've seen any of your kind before.
It's probably definitely weird for you too, so given like you're like the druid thing, where it's like you looking at this thing, it seems very much not anything natural. It's like just a hulking thing of metals.
I go for that weird like put your hand out, but then pull it back because you don't know if it's like custom, and you kind of like see a weird kind of like greeting, an introduction, but like immense curiosity from Tasha.
You know, the robot just kind of like does a very stilted, awkward like hand wave that like he can manage with like his giant robot hand. Was like, who are you?
My name is Tasha. I'm but a mere half elf, part of our crew. And we're searching for answers in this house. What is your role in the house? Where did you come from? I mean, we searched everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but we've been around in the house and we haven't seen you before.
I am Service and Security Prototype AXE1 331, but the master simply referred to me as Axel. I am. He pauses, and then he tightens up, like he just goes completely stiff, standing straight up, and you can hear a much more less personality voice. You'd be like, authorization denied. Do not disclose. And then he goes back like, but I am here. I am here under the service of the master of this mansion.
All right. Can you remember what your last instruction or service was from the master?
He like looks straight ahead, not at anyone in particular, more so just the horizon, and you can hear clicking as he's processing that question. And is there an answer to that question, Mr. Marcel?
Roll a D100 for me.
Oh. No, and you hear the sound, which is like internet connecting.
Yeah, a little modem.
Right now, no answer comes up. It just comes up error.
Do you know why you might have been not allowed to speak about certain topics, like you just said?
What do you mean that I just said?
You were asked what your purpose is, and your voice kind of, changed, and you said something like you weren't allowed to say it. Do you know why?
I was asked where I was from. If I did not provide an answer, it is because my manufacturer's protocol forbids it.
All right, so you're not allowed. All right.
Okay, just another piece of paper, right? To like
Whose
And
feet?
it's gonna,
Tusa.
Tusa's
Come up there.
and there's gonna be like, hey babe, what's the protocol?
He's
What's
maybe
a-
just
what's a
kind of
menu?
like hands to shoulders and just like I don't know.
Wait, make an insight check.
Protocol. But they wouldn't even know what a manufacturer is.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these are new words to us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Tusa, you are certain that
Oh,
a
boy.
protocol. You know this. A friend of yours told you this.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Do
know
with
this.
this just what you would.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wait. I know what a protocol is. As one of those weird ass, like it's almost like a salmon mixed with like a trout mixed with like a. I'm pretty sure, but it's like just like a downstream salmon. It's not like an upstream. I think that is a protocol. And yeah. I'm certain of it.
Tomlin, at hearing the topic of animals get mentioned, instantly you see just a spark in his eyes, and he thinks about whether he's ever heard of a protocol fish before, and he wants to think of whether he can confirm the story or not.
Protocol fish makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. It's the downstream salmon.
So
Yeah.
Insight for Tomlin, please.
would it not be animal handling?
Oh yes, animal handling. Yes, actually. Sorry, I do apologize.
Oh no.
Okay, so you think of all the animals you know, most of them are farmyard based. It's not a kind of sheep, and as you think of that, it sort of fills you with a sense of loss.
Sorry, did you say lust or loss?
Loss.
Lost.
Thank you.
All different campaign would be lost.
I'd love to. I've never heard of a type of protocol fish before. Maybe it's by a place I've never been. I'd love to see one. I wonder what color it is.
I'll bring you to the Marika Woods. We actually have some unfinished business there, and I'm pretty sure in one of the streams there. 100%. Like I know this. Like we'll be able to find a few in a stream there. I could show you the nice bridge that my father and I built, and I'd love to. Protocol fish. It's like the national, but like the district fish.
I miss John. I don't have many opportunities to play with many animals nowadays. That's what I miss the most.
We'll get you some company.
Thank you.
Well, now I want to eat some protocol fish.
Axel just silently looks at you, all of you, like, and just tilts his head at an angle very confusedly.
Okay, right now, Axel knows what it feels like to be the DM. So,
I guess we should familiarize ourselves with our surroundings. We're standing around a bunch of dolls talking about lovely fish from the Marika Woods, but I think there's maybe a few more important things at hand. We should maybe like spread out and scan, or are we scared that we might trigger some traps and stuff, and we need the group together?
okay, so right now, the space does seem slightly brighter than it was before. You're not quite sure where the light comes from. It's sort of this weird ambient glow around. All the pumpkins have burst and are withering away to nothing. The creatures you've killed have sort of dissolved, not left much evidence behind. There is still the cabin, though. And the dolls, and you're still holding the doll that you saw as a little creature in the mirror. Okay, Lilith, with a 23. You know that this is some kind of high-level demon. It's quite from several levels down in the abyss. It is a thing of brute force, and you can see its traces around here. It's something that can absorb souls and use it to power itself, and that's probably why it was selected to be imprisoned in this pyramid structure. because it would power the house as long as there was souls to power it.
Wait, what are you describing?
The monster you fought.
Ah.
If it kills somebody, it does send their souls straight to the abyss, probably to an approximate layer that it's from, which is none of which
So
is.
they could be alive.
But none of that's good news. Because if the creatures don't get you, the madness will.
It's a little madness amongst friends.
I can agree with that. Sometimes
So
it's all
basically, even if we try to find a portal or create a portal to go to the abyss, it probably would be even too late to save free, most likely.
Yeah, because the problem is
Ethically.
there's so many layers to the abyss that you need to know exactly where he is, and you can't see that from any evidence here, even with that high roll. So either you need to go to somebody who has that information, and you know from experience that the kind of people who have that information would want you to sign a contract. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
and also, I just kind of want to add in case for the people who maybe weren't here last time, like Free was like knocked unconscious to 0 and then disappeared. So it's not like they just disappeared.
Mm-hmm. It's like minus 10 health, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, something like that. It was very low.
Negative 10 health.
And he tried to fight a while, but we tried to bring him back, but alas.
Yes. So it's not like it just suddenly disappeared. It was just like, yeah.
Yeah, beaten down
Lilith
first.
was like in a kneeling position, investigating the scene. Then she rises up and looks at the group. I don't think Free's coming back. Give Sky some space. I think she needs to process it.
Sorry, I was
She is
picturing-
really. You can see she is really upset. You've never seen her with this sad of a face.
Wait, just for metagaming, did Lilith actually like Free?
There was like a camaraderie between Lilith, Free, and Sky, kind of. There's like a camaraderie thing
Yeah,
going on.
it was a bit of a camaraderie that was slowly built up.
Okay,
Yeah.
because like Lilith didn't
Nope.
like anyone.
Yeah, no, it was a close camaraderie that was built up for a long time.
You know what? I respect
Question more, again, not in character, but because I don't remember Lilith's character, so did she see the appearance of all, us, the people who came in, like, who were frozen in space? Was Lilith there?
No, so Lilith was
Okay.
on the lowest floor. You were on
Okay.
floor 2. You're now on floor 3.
Okay.
Hearing
Me-
the kind of like the
Me
fact
as
that
a
it is
person, I
final.
don't know who these people are.
Yeah, you have no idea.
that. Yeah,
Hearing
because
Lilith,
we have no idea who these people are.
Hey,
We
you
have
haven't
no
asked. You haven't asked.
Sorry, Richard, go ahead.
Move so fast.
No, I was just wondering. I was
Picked
just
up
kind of like
so many people, counting the sailor crew, the pirates, kind of. So she's not surprised that we picked up, let's say, more strays.
Sorry, Richard.
I wanted to say, like, just hearing like the finality of like Freeze demise with Argus kind of knowing, Lilith knowing the like these type of creatures and maybe a little bit more than what we would. I think the only thing that would besides throwing a doll down an abyss hole, I think I need to garden. So I'll go over to one of these pumpkins and I'll just like start like packing some seeds in my pockets, just trying to connect to some kind of nature with the fact that that there's loss in the group.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be dissecting a little bit of these pumpkins.
As you do that, make a nature check with advantage for me.
I could do that. Hold up.
Real quick, would I remember where the mirror is supposed to be? Like, you said it's like not supposed to be just slumped on the floor where it is.
Thank God for advantage.
Yes.
So you remember that the mirror was hanging in Tasha's bedroom on the second floor. She liked to keep an eye on anybody coming in there and what they were doing and what they really looked like. So Tusa with a 15, these are not just ordinary pumpkins. These are pumpkins from the Fey realm, from the realm of the fairies and the Fey court and the Unseelie and the Seelie. These pumpkins will grow in a strange way.
Awesome.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yeah, I'll take some of the seeds and kind of like stuff it, or like maybe roll it into like a little parchment folded envelope, and the rest I'll just take some of the flesh and just like put it in my pockets, so I can just kind of. Yeah.
So I was saying, as you're doing that, I get very interested in seeing what you're doing and working with plants and stuff. And I will go over and I'm like, oh, what is it that you're doing?
Yeah, so we're going to scoop out some of the flesh, and then we're going to try and get rid of as much of like the material as possible, so that the seeds can dry out. And then eventually we'll try to find some wonderful soil, not too clayey. And then we're gonna put it about 3 times the size of the pumpkin seed. We're gonna push it down. We're gonna give it some lovely water, sing to it. Oh boy, do they love to sing! And then you'll just see the most beautiful pumpkins popping up. So that's the idea. That's kind of my coping mechanism.
That sounds wonderful. What kind of pumpkins are these?
I don't know. They've got like a weird little fey aspect to it. And,
Hey! No! Don't touch them! They'll hurt you! Get away!
You're right,
I
Tomlin.
kind of try to dive for Tusa to try and get away from the pumpkins.
Okay.
Hold on, we're close enough. We're close enough for Tom now. We're close enough for Tom. We can start dropping the Lin if we have some physical contact.
Hey, we haven't had that conversation yet.
But
I'm trying to dive at you to get you away from these pumpkins the moment I hear what you said is the origin.
I think we need to talk. Tomlin, are you okay?
They're gonna hurt you. They're gonna take you. They're gonna take you. They won't let you go. Whatever you say, they won't let you go. You can't grow these pumpkins. You can't
I'll
trust
walk
them.
over to one of these dolls and I'll be like, Tomlin, can you point on these dolls? Where did they hurt you?
I kind of just like grab the doll and I just like squeeze it. I'm like, yeah, in my hand, like clenching the whole thing. Yeah, they hurt me. Yeah. And I just start squeezing the whole thing in my hand as hard as I can.
Is it the doll? Is it just a random doll, or was it the doll that Tusa was holding?
The doll Tusa was holding.
Okay. So every time you do one of those squeezes, you hear a sort of sound from the doll.
Is the pain or pleasure? Is the pain or
Grunting.
pleasure? I need to know.
Grunting and pain. I think it'd be more like grunting and pain.
Okay, cool.
I realize this doll I'm holding and squeezing is making a sound, and I just like, ah! I let go and I drop it on the floor.
Okay.
The Fae! It's the Fae! They're here! They're here! We touched the pumpkins and they're here!
Okay. So as you drop it on the floor, it has a porcelain head.
Drop it like it's hot.
And drop it like
Exactly
it's...
what I was thinking.
Yes. Its porcelain head still smiling as it falls. There's this moment, like the baby carriage going down the steps in The Untouchables, as the doll falls smiling and lands on the floor. Its head cracks open, and there's a flash of darkness, if there could be such a thing. And sitting in its place on the floor, rubbing its head, is a little bug-eyed green imp-like creature.
Lilith. Is this something that you're familiar with?
It's not any Fae I've seen. Oh, it's not the Fae. Oh, think. Oh,
He's gonna look at it and try to see what in the world it is.
Yeah, I also don't know what it is. Can I?
Unless it attacks
Definitely.
first.
Okay, so it's easy enough. This is a closet.
I
Um,
don't know.
so it looks up at you, all of you. Hey, thanks for dropping me. That hurt. But at least I'm not stupid. I'm cleaning
I
up
know
my
he's
closet.
cute. Out of character.
He's about. He's lower than knee high.
That's tiny.
He's very
Also,
small.
when you made the voice, the first impression I could think of was those cockroach creatures from X-Men. The what is that?
Pretty
The
much.
alien.
Mhm.
Sorry, Men in Black.
What's the demeanor of this creature? Like, do we have to like squash it, or is it more of a?
He's sort of just shaking himself, standing up. He's been or she, you don't know, or it, or donkey. It looks around and it doesn't seem to be ready to attack. So are we gonna bust this joint or what?
Fans, were you affiliated with whatever creature was sealed here?
Nope, I was shit scared of that thing. Thanks for killing it. So,
Do I have a reaction to this thing?
No, you've not seen it before. It's also must be a new edition.
Apparently, there's a lot of things that have been imprisoned in this house. You know why?
Alright, that's true. The mistress liked to collect. I was too irritating, and he makes little quotation marks. Can't think why. I mean, all I do is eat an occasional candle. Can you blame me? They're delicious.
What? I wanna. I don't know how to refer to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, my name is.
Lilith.
Yes?
Sorry. Continue.
Oh, my name will strike madness into the ear of any mortal that hears it, so you don't want to know.
All right. I just want to ask. You were in that doll, correct?
Yeah.
We had another doll with us, and it's referred to you as a failure. What did it mean by that?
Have you ever been bullied?
Yes, by many different things.
Yeah, well, that one. She was bigger, stronger, and better, blah, 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 but I got personality.
I like you better than that one already.
Thank you, dead person.
Lilith looks at Moxie hiding within her robes, then pulls them out and is like, okay, you two are gonna be best friends.
With that, he's a little quasi. I can fly. I am of a better class than him. But maybe it is cool. Also, it might be a sheep.
Did you just assume their gender?
No, I read a textbook.
That was not a character. Sorry, I realized I should have specified that.
So, are we leaving, or are we standing here to let some unspeakable evil eat us? Well, my name might be bad and unhearable and all that. You can give me a nickname.
Chinton.
Hate it. Never mind.
All right, Nit it is.
Nit?
Yep.
Sounds sexy. I dig it. Oh, yeah. So, you guys see any treasure? You like treasure?
I mean, I was trying to get some of these fucking pumpkins before I got jumped.
She tries to spy Rordak because she knows he likes treasure.
Yeah, no, just piece of paper out of the ether. Oh hell yeah! I need some treasure. I need me some treasure.
So the little closet picks up the paper. The paper's almost the size of him or it, her or it. Um, and
Nondescript being.
so this might be a setback if you want to recruit me into your life of crime and burglary or whatever you're doing here, but I can't read. Someone read this to me. Do the voices.
It says that we're in. We want you in.
Cool. Right. Nit reporting for duty. What do you want?
A way to get out of this place, or we to take all that is useful with us.
Right. Well, the key to the front door, because I'm guessing it's locked. You all have that sort of dirty look like you've not showered in days. Well,
We came in through the front door.
well, it's probably locked. So the key's in that little yonder cabin over there. Careful, it's bigger on the inside. But then, you guys probably killed the giant bone monster, right?
Yeah, that thing is dead as bones, man.
I just walk out the front door, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Deception. We did not
Did,
kill the bone.
did we all explore everything that was here?
Not nearly.
Yeah, I think
Do
before
you
we go
want-
haste, we should maybe. Yeah, I agree with Era. Should we maybe just give it a good scan?
At the very least, because as I understand, whatever your friend Free was carrying, that it's not here anymore as well. So, is there something we need that could replace what they had? She's like trying to be tactful, but also not really sure, so she's pacing her words.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. I mean, nothing will be able to replace Free in itself, but I'm not sure what object or treasure you're referring to.
No, I mean in general, as in, and she's like, has a pause of like thinking of, oh, I don't know. People carry sticks for weapons. People carry something. I don't know. Maybe we can see something that could be of help here. And then she's like, kind of like, when you're talking, you're kind of like, you don't know what you're trying to express. You kind of like, you raise your hands of like, I don't know what I'm saying, and just like trails off. So that's kind of what she was doing.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. DM in the chat. Free did have something. Rodak would know.
Fucking bookmark.
Yes, that too, but that's not what you're referring to.
Oh, okay. I don't know
All but
Yeah.
one of Tasha's journals.
that. Alright.
I'm also in the dark
journal.
about the journals.
You have one.
I do have one. I'm not gonna tell anyone, but
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys.
You see a piece of paper float down from the roof that just has 3 dots on.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We're gonna.
So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, so
Era, sorry, I would say Era's just like, she'll start walking around, see if there's anything more that, like, I mean, if you want to, let me know if you want me to like investigate or something, just to see if there's anything worth picking up, basically, other than the dolls. If there's anything interesting in this room.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
One moment.
it's a similar thing, but around this pyramid. Trying to, just see if we've learned everything we can about this like pyramid area, and then while Tomlin isn't looking, I'll try to pocket a small pumpkin.
I would like to take a look at the 4 different crystal areas and see if, like, anything. Like, I just want to look at each of the rooms and see if there's any differences between them.
Okay, investigation check for that too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oof.
I was just. Wow.
Axel's just kind of been pacing about the room, surveying a bunch of things, but eventually you hear him speak up, and he's like, I am unsure as to what you lot did to suddenly reactivate me
Wow.
after, and you
Yeah,
hear
no.
calculator noises going from his head. 24 years of inactivity, but if you'll excuse me, as per what I assume the master would have wished, I will take it upon myself to tidy up her home. I must return the mirror to its rightful place. He's like braces for stuff in
What would
confidence,
be
like,
the mirror's rightful place?
in the master's bedroom, of course.
Is it that important?
It is of utmost importance, of course. The master loved it there, as make sure everyone enters exactly who they are. But if you'll excuse me, I must attend to my duties. And
No, go for it. Go for it.
with a very loud clunking of like metal footsteps, and you kind of watch him go up to and approach the mirror.
Okay. Was
That's Rogue of X-Men.
and
Is Morrigan like a Dragon Age reference?
a Dragon Age reference is a reference to Irish folklore. Go to the source. Okay, so Tusa would have that's a 21, right?
21, yeah.
But let's just take a moment. Aira natural 1. Tomlin 1. Rodak 5.
Not a natural one, though, so just keep that in mind
yeah.
when making your...
Okay, so Tusa, while the others look around, stumble around, you notice two things. The rock on this wall here is, you know, as a nature expert, kind of, you realize having such a large, heavy rock wall on the third floor of a building seems very strange because you've not seen anything supporting it below. The rock is warm to the touch despite no source of heat. This is rock from a furnace.
Oof.
The first layer of 9 hells, sorry. Who needs numbers? Also, you realize that each of the 4 chambers seems slightly similar. The cracks on each of the chambers are the same. On each of the crystals are the same.
Yeah. We saw the same with the idea of when we shot one, the
Yes.
crack happened on all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it does seem to be the result of some kind of dimensional duplication. There's probably only one crystal here that is existing on multiple planes that are represented in different bits of space and time. That's, the more you think about it, it sort of boggles your mind. You don't know how it works. But the end result is there's one crystal.
I conveyed this to our more arcana inclined folk, as with the 10 intelligence, this goes straight over my head. But I'm curious about these, this kind of head peering through the eyes. Does it look like I peer into the entrance to kind of like somewhere? They say always the eyes is like entrance to the soul type of thing. Does this feel like we're going down the first step to hell?
Okay, so you peer into the darkness, and with your high perception and investigation and everything, you see that in each eye socket there is a metallic glint, something silver. You reach in carefully, and in each eye there is a coin that is slightly warm to the touch as well, of a denomination you've never seen before, or that you don't see around very often. There is a soul coin in each of the eyes. But the sockets end. There's nothing beyond them.
Can I try to take one and flick one to my husband and try to pocket it at the other one at the same time? Is that
All right.
something I can do?
So I would say, as you flick one over your shoulder, something swoops from the roof to catch a coin
Yep.
and disappears again.
Swooping.
Keep those coins.
I love the idea that Tusa doesn't even look back. She just knows he's got it handled. It's fine.
Oh yeah, immediately. I was like, I should have looted those.
But I would like to hold on to one of them.
Okay.
I normally don't hold on to coins, but a soul coin sounds interesting. It sounds, down her alley.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Okay. So this
Do I know what they
Lilith
do?
would know about
Is
this
it just
because she has 5.
Oh,
Mr. DM,
Yes.
I have sent you a direct message.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing lots of.
Ah,
No problem.
Sorry. Just want to double check. What do you mean by that? Oh wait, yes. The ace is it's showing an avatar, but the ace means that you can. What does it mean? I have it here somewhere.
Oh, okay, if it's an ace, then it's alright.
No, ace is an automatic critical.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you want to burn that yet?
No.
Okay, so yes. The rest of you don't notice very much. Rodak, you pretty much just found the coin. Upstairs, there's cobwebs. Nothing else to report really. So all that is left. So have you guys have got any plans? What do you want to do? What I'm whispering.
I am following my directive of trying to make everything orderly as the master would have wanted. Would someone of my ability just be able to lift this mirror and move it?
Yes, that's not heavy.
Yeah, I will do so. How do I look in the mirror?
You can't see yourself in the mirror at all. That's the quirk of the mirror.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I was wondering if it was any different for me, but yeah, no. You just hoist it up, and I'll just start to take it back downstairs to the master's bedroom.
So, would I be allowed to like explore one of these crystal rooms?
Yeah, you can. You walk around them. They all seem to be sort of identical. It's just the one you came in from has the spiral staircase. All of these have these rough stone walls. The stone also looks like it's from somewhere completely far away from here. It's not natural. It doesn't seem like it would structurally be worthwhile to build the stone out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
do we know that the portal downstairs is now usable, or is that more like outside player knowledge?
You don't know yet, but you do realize that the house is more open and active now that you've destroyed this demon.
Okay. So I guess we have this glaring black hole that we still haven't explored yet. So who wants to do the honors and kind of knock knock?
I mean, yeah, there's a staircase right here. We can go up and see what's up here.
Okay. Oh,
I'll go.
Let's not waste any more
I
time.
hope anybody that wants to join me can join me.
yeah, I'll be shot in your heels. You've got this, Tommy.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Please don't
Uh,
let
Since
Alright,
there's
well,
apparently nowhere else to go,
Oh, I'm
We should
I'm
all go
at
to
the entrance of the black void.
All right, so you open the door, and
the Black Oblivion goes up.
that will teach you for killing my bard. I just want to check. Does this thing have lighting?
Roll a death save.
Okay, no. So I'm not gonna move.
and the next thing the next thing the DM says is like, roll initiative.
Yeah.
Of course.
Can you guys see the map, or is it black?
It's loading.
Yeah.
It's very low
See it.
resolution. I can
Nice.
see very low resolution version of it.
Okay.
All right, it
So-
loaded for me now.
So everybody's going into the cavern, right?
Yeah, still on the roof. But
All right. All right. So you walk into the cavern, and before you know it, you're sort of descending down a spiral staircase. How did that happen? And you're in this large, multi-sided space. As someone once called it a living space. It's in disrepair. There's spider webs. There's trash all over the place.
It's a hoarding station.
Yes. There is documents on the table. There's a unopened chest. There's bits of rotten food. There is what appears to be a leather-bound thing. Okay, detect magic is going to make your brain explode.
Oh no. Another death so soon?
A lot is magical. The space itself you're occupying seems to be like a pocket dimension. This would be a good place to get into if you want to avoid scrying or spying or any magical kind. Nobody can find you. You're almost outside of the plane of existence. Other than the room, there's not a lot of magic around. What magic items there were have been cleared out of here. There is a bag filled with health potions. There are 4 greater healing potions in there. On the table, there's 2 more soul coins. Yes, so that's all you really find. The soul coins do ping with a kind of semi-magic, but you get the idea it's something demonic.
So, does this place feel like a safe place, relatively?
Yes, just needs a clean.
All right.
I'd say well, as whoever entered first, I also enter and start looking around too.
All right. Well, this place seems relatively all right, and I'm realizing I don't think any of us have had a chance to just sit and rest a bit since what happened earlier with the monster and Free.
I guess we should take the moment to do so. It's gonna be a bit of a walk once we get out of this place, back to town into the airship.
Yeah. I take one of these healing potions and I hand it over to Tomlin, and I'm like, I would love to help, but sometimes it feels like my magic has no effect on you. So maybe this would be maybe a bit more of a surefire way for you to stay around. And yeah, I think you can pocket those because I can help anybody except you, I guess.
Oh, thank you so much. This is amazing. Wow, I think you can call me Tom from now.
Oh.
You see me glow, and it's a small little dahlia flower just kind of like blooms and pops open in my hair as I'm very pleased by that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think we should try to keep everyone around. I think loss happens quickly. I think we all underestimated what happened. And it happened so fast that the best we can prepare, the better. And this is the best I can help you by giving you this. Yep.
That's amazing. All right. Well, is everybody else all right with just taking a moment to rest here?
Yeah, that sounds good. Do we know in a pocket dimension, does time happen the same as time would in like normal place? I don't know how this works. 10 intelligence.
It's the easy answer there is it depends.
Nice.
So,
So we don't know
DM,
like if a long rest will be beneficial to us in this case.
I just need, Mr. DM, I'm asking you for a short rest, if that's
Okay.
possible.
Not long. Oh wait, no, we already leveled up, so that's cool.
It's good by me.
All right.
I can get my warlock spell slots back.
Okay. So as you guys settle and find a place on the couch or on the chair or on the bed, I'm
On
sure
the
you.
roof.
Or on the roof. I'm sure you're giving the pregnant lady the bed.
Yes.
I
Yes.
forgot that she was pregnant.
Who is pregnant?
Tusa.
Tusa.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot.
I'm far from the waddle phase, so I would still gracefully walk to the bed and just kind of like keep my feet up in the air.
Okay.
Is it a mimic?
I guess I'll take the 2 soul coins that are on the desk.
Okay. Lilith, you also know that each soul coin is imbued with the soul of a dead person condemned to the hells.
Yes, I have 5 other soul coins because of a thing long ago.
I
So,
Curious. Lilith, what are
add these to
those?
the pile.
I haven't seen coins of that domination. I mean, I popped one to my husband earlier, but like what are those? What is it used for?
It's basically the currency of the 9 hells. You put souls in the coins.
It's like a gift card.
What's a gift card?
Yeah, it's like an IOU essentially. So it's just like a piece of paper that says, oh, you know what, this is a certain amount worth, or is one coin the same amount worth in another coin, or are they differing depending on the soul in them?
So, Lilith, you would know that each soul coin is just worth a soul, because that's the thing about signing over your immortal soul, pretty much. You become worthless. They are, the more souls you have as a devil could mean that you get promoted, becoming a stronger entity, or you can use them up in infernal machines, which, if you ever make it to the hells, is like Mad Max.
I was about to say that infernal machine could be a Gasha.
I seem to have a soul coin as well, yet I do not remember how it came into my possession.
And they're also used as a fairly common currency in Sigil, although they have no power while they're in the city. No soul power.
All right.
Era would be near the desk, like with all the different papers that are scrambled on the deck. I'm going by the picture, by the way.
Yeah, go for it.
At this point,
Sorry, excuse me.
Everyone
Yeah, I'd
will
say
start
you.
to hear the metal.
Yeah, I would say like.
Sorry.
Sorry, I would say like you just see basically like Era. She's like, while everybody's just like chatting, doing their thing, she's just like gathering up whatever papers are on the desk, and like that, she's just like, she's not really chatting to him, she's just doing that.
At this point, you guys will probably hear off in the distance the metal clanging of big footsteps of what is probably Axel swiftly trying to catch back up.
Swiftly.
So, is
yes.
Imagine a big robot climbing stairs.
Yes, like his head will pop up in the staircase, and he'll look around, being like, "Yes, you see? Don't you see? This place has fallen into disrepair. We must repair this place for the master."
all right.
Referring to someone behind him.
I'd like to just take a seat on the bed next to Tusa, probably indenting it way more than she was at that moment. And I'd just like to talk to her and say, So, who are you people? We never had a chance to talk.
We're a odd group of collectives that were brought together under some interesting invitation. I don't know if you've heard about a guy called Grimaldi by a long shot. But essentially this guy wrote us all letters, and we kindly accepted to meet quite a few towns and a distance away. And slowly but surely we've just been unraveling the world together, to be honest. We've seen some atrocities and we try to fix them, and we've caused some. So yeah, at the moment it's a little bit all over the place.
Oh, it sounds really noble. More noble than just what I tend to get up to, I suppose.
Yeah, we all try to hide behind doing things for a noble cause. Hey, nobody's in it for themselves. But that being said, we haven't had the opportunity to actually just sit and ask why were you guys floating in space when we just walked into the floor? Like, there's quite a weird aura of misunderstanding around you guys.
My memory's fuzzy at the best of times, but I feel like we were sent in for a job. Yeah, something. Era. What were we sent in for? Do you remember?
She doesn't seem to be paying attention. She's just going through the drawers and pulling out drawers, rummaging for papers.
Yeah.
Above that sound,
Yeah.
you all become aware that there's a sound on the on the stairs. A doof, and then like a dragging sound. A doof, and then like a dragging sound. Like somebody's pulling a heavy bag of flour down a set of stairs, almost. You all look up as a new person enters the door, enters the room. It's a hunched figure, sort of lumpy and strange. It has a face, a male face that's stitched together in all sorts of weird ways, and it looks up at all of you and says, "You rang, masters?"
Yep, but it would be I that rang. For do you see the state of disrepair the master's manse has been left in our absences?
I say so, master. I was indisposed.
I was similarly unable to take action, but worry not. Now that I am awakened, we can both answer the calls and tidy this place up for whenever the master may return.
I see. But aren't these the new masters?
Yes, honest, I suppose they would be.
And he sort of bows, and you see he's sort of dressed in like a sort of butlerian sort of dress, like almost a tuxedo, slightly stitched together. And he bows to each of you in turn, and then he waves, and you realize he's got the two hands, but also a third hand inside his jacket, waving. I am Igor, son of Igor and Igor. I am here to serve.
Nice to meet you.
I have an extra extra hand if you need one.
Extra eye.
I have my father's eyes. What this one is.
Why was your father named Igor and Igor?
It was
Also,
complicated.
was the eye voluntarily given?
Oh yes, we do pass on a lot of our parts.
At that moment, I just want to like turn my head to Sanjeev and just whisper to him, "Can we trust this thing? Have you seen it before?"
Oh yes, it's very, very creepy, but it's very, very good.
Good at what?
All sorts of butlery things. I was very bad at it. Also, he can cook. Just as long as you don't look at the eyeballs.
Do you even eat?
Me? I know.
No, me neither.
I have no taste. The
No,
things
me
you
neither.
cannot do when you have no tongue.
Oh,
No fun. Wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
And
My mind was like.
answer to your
My mind was like-
question is yes.
it's like no tongue for a second. I'm like, wait, if he I missed the first part. I'm like, if he needs a tongue to speak. I thought. I'm like, why isn't he talking like this? And then I realized that was not what this was about. Sorry.
As one who has served under this roof for many years, I can assure all of you that Igor over here is a delightfully trustable fellow and a valiant warrior against all that is uncleanly and dusty.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Now, if you excuse me, there is someone knocking on the front door. Shall I tell them to wait?
who's knocking?
Oh, it was a giant bone creature, sir. Shall I tell them you are indisposed?
Sanjeev, do you know about this giant bone creature?
Unfortunately, I do. Do not ask me. Ask them. They came from the outside.
Keep it out. Lilith leans into the creepy old man and says, "Keep it out, whatever it takes."
Yes, sir. I will inform it to make an appointment. Which you do not have to answer, sir. As a member of the upper class, of course. Now, if you will excuse me, and with that, with a stomp and a flop, he goes back up the stairs. Alright, guys.
Ah, Igor, I miss that fellow. I have been asleep for far too long.
Yeah, this whole interaction has just been mad creepy. And I'm saying that as the guy clinging onto the ceiling.
Okay, you still hear the rummaging
And
of
Lilith turns to wherever she just hears the voice and doesn't see him, and she's like, "Are you still clinging? You know Sky is in another place, right?
Paper.
He's not in the room."
I choose life, Lilith.
Oh wait, have you been revealed right now?
No, this is just a paper floating down. It's on Lilith's feet. I choose life, Lilith.
Oh, he realizes that he was speaking, and he's like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute, paper."
No. Yeah.
I still have no idea where the papers are coming from, and I have not seen the raw deck. I'm just getting more and more freaked out, but I'm keeping it to myself. Because everybody else seems calm, so I'm just assuming there's another one of those things.
Yeah, it's another one of those things, don't worry.
I feel like at this point it's like seeing how many different creatures and everybody appearing. Everybody's just like, okay, what else?
It's kind of been overwhelming to try and keep all the new additions in mind.
Imagine what it's like from my side.
Another paper. Honestly, this is pretty normal for us.
Well, I say we don't waste too much time. We have to get back to the airship and make way.
Yeah, I mean, we have two options, to be honest. We either have the airship angle or we have the sigil angle. And I'm not 100% sure which one we want at the moment, because is time not running out on our echo mission?
Echo mission.
The answer to that question is yes.
Is our time drastically running out? Like, do we are we certain that we're gonna miss it, essentially?
the problem is it's kind of hard to tell how long you've been in this house because you've not had a view of the outside world. You've had some rests. The other thing is you left Echo, who is not always very stable, on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With people not
At
very
least
strong.
Aithni and Lilu are there.
Yeah. So.
Unless they destroyed the ship with their love.
Okay. Wait, I need to whisper something. I nearly said it out loud.
Ooh, secret.
That's all right. You can say it.
Mm-hmm.
We won't tell.
Global
Oh my
whispers.
Oh my god, DM is being secretive. Oh my god.
Don't talk like that.
I'll play
What?
initiative, guys.
No, and imagine like some spell happens just like for one specific thing that it turns everybody who fails the throw into talking like the Valley Girl. And every single character has to do that.
That sounds like.
Oh my god, stop! It's attacking us!
That sounds like a bard spell. That would be a bard spell, right?
Good, yes.
Yeah,
And if it's a bard spell, we also have to sing it in that way. Valley Girl singing.
Alright, with the conversation that was going on, Axel was in the process of wandering around the room, putting things back together, picking up broken bits of glass from the table, cleaning cobwebs. Then at a certain point in the conversation, he halts all movement. He goes stone still and just stands straight, looking at nothing for a little bit. And then he looks to Tusa, I think is the one that said it. You. What were you saying? What did you mention? Sigil? Was that what you said? Program seeking confirmation.
My brain seeking confirmation as well. Yeah, I believe we've gathered enough information to have gleaned. I don't know, Miss Lim. Do I know of metagaming things here, or does my character actually know that the portal goes to Sigil? I can't remember what we've actually learned.
So you did learn that at some point some clockwork things came through the portal downstairs. That your friends came from Sigil. That maybe Tasha is in Sigil.
Yes, yeah.
That's
That I remember.
We also I think when we had joined, our characters had also mentioned that was something we found in the books when we were exploring, and we said that that's where we have to head for more clues.
There we go. That's how my character knows the word sigil. Thank you. Because I was wondering, how the hell do I know this? Yeah, so I did mention sigil, to be honest, but it's more of a collective effort to go forth. It's either that or the front door. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, his purple glowing eyes seems to be focusing and unfocusing you for a bit. Then it just looks straight ahead to nothing again, and then the personality-less voice comes back, saying, "Keyword accepted, authorization granted," and he comes back and looks down at you. I authorization granted, and yes, sigil. I must request that, of course, we travel there at once.
Oh, for Sigil, we're going back.
We must travel. I must request that we travel there at once. It was where I was constructed, and the chances of finding the master there are decent.
Oh, I don't want to go back to Sigil.
You don't want to go back to sigil.
There's just always more to do, and always more to ask of me. Oh,
And you don't want to go back to the fear realm either.
I don't want to go anywhere. This place is nice and quiet. But I guess it's the closest thing to home I have.
Also,
I must request.
to say you missed that the house's butler said that there's a giant bone snake monster knocking on the front door.
Oh yeah, we're ignoring that. That's all right.
Yeah, no, that's
Chill,
not
guys.
happening.
It's fine.
Yeah, and then Era finished gathering the papers, and so she asks Which one of you was the better document gatherer, collector, who has a bigger bag? Like she says it in like the sequence of kind of like like when a person's like not sure how to phrase it again. So she asks like who can store these, and she just holds up all the pile of papers that she gathered. I figured if documentation is important, we might as well gather what we have here. If someone can look at and sort it better than I could.
Lilith, maybe?
Yeah, due to her invocations and being able to read, unlike other people, she's going to say, "Yeah, sure, pass them over." And she's
Okay.
going to watch a few of them to see if she can find anything interesting.
Okay, so the first piece of paper is a note on how to summon a devil.
How nice.
Yeah, I don't need those. I have a spell for that.
Okay. The next one is the fall of the Tomoan Empire.
Oh, hell yes. Read me a bedtime story.
Bedtime story.
And
Sit
then
down, Lilith.
the next.
Lilith is going to read you a story.
Okay. So as you open it, it seems to be written in a language you've never seen before, but as you page through it, the last segment seems to have been translated by hand. Would help if someone reads it.
The text has been translated by Tasha's leg.
Oh, it's a long. I know you like writing books, but come on, man.
Okay. There's nothing important in there.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, no, I'll file that away as just plot stuff.
Yeah. Or you could skip to the end.
Yeah, wait, I do not know for how long. Oh, yeah, no.
Not the entire end.
Is everyone reading this?
By the way, I'll be honest. I didn't realize there was a scroll. I didn't realize there was text. I was like, the text has been translated by Tasha's hand. I thought that was it.
No, there's lots more.
No.
Roughly 850 years ago, the Tomoan Empire was the jewel of the world. It consisted of the following modern-day countries: Mithrand, Daldaria, the Waste, Lodor, Kurinir, Karanir.
That's it? Just wait, just a second. You don't have to read the whole thing. I won't do that to you. But just a side note. Do you do audiobooks?
I haven't before.
Okay.
It could be interesting.
I'll send you something to read. Sorry.
Okay.
No. Okay. I would say this. Maybe
Sorry,
read this. Go for it.
I was going to say just as a quick sidebar, and then the next book I read only in Mickey. Oh boy! Roughly 850 years ago, the Tomoan Empire. Sorry. Keep going.
Well, that would lend a perfect flavor to my horror book.
You can somehow keep the voice.
I would say.
I mean, this is a great lore drop.
Yes,
myself.
it is. So read it in your own time. I would say you can skip to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth last paragraph and read from there, and read the rest later. Just see how much you remember.
I am Galerix, former life taker, former action one. Now an infiltrator for the Painted Ones. I saw the potential of the Blight. The Great Hunger only devoured everything it encountered because it did not have a master. We could be that master. We could evolve. We could become something greater than we could have ever imagined. I replaced Master Visual's apprentice. It was easy. It was my gift. I assumed his identity, his memories and mannerisms. The Master Boulder never realized. I watched as he guided his people to the new world. I watched as he oversaw a grand construction project. I was there when he sent his closest friends and family. away to the Nexus. I hit my black mark well. And when the time came to lock himself into a chamber, I was there. He thanked me for my undying devotion. He suspected nothing. But I made a miscalculation. The rooms we were occupying were set to purify those who remained. And I was so sure of my beliefs, yet as I was purified, doubt crept into my mind. Doubt bit me as my black blade sank into the master builder's heart. Doubt sat in my gut as I took his apprentice, as placed myself in the suspension chamber. Here I wait. I do not know for how long.
Okay. So, as all of you think about that, at some point the penny's going to drop.
We met Virgil.
Pennies hit the floor. Let the pennies hit the floor.
We met Virgil. Apparently, it was not Virgil.
At
Who's Virgil?
And
some
we let him out. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. Assume a paper.
So you do remember in the Howler there was this dude in the suspension chamber for ages, and
Yeah.
somebody had to stay behind in the chamber, and he decided to do it willingly, stay behind. But what else did he say in that little segment? His talent. Okay, well you think about that. The next thing is Tasha's journal on the Blight. Okay, this is also another massive lower draw. And for the poor new people, they have no idea what's going on.
I'm confused, but I'm reading.
That's the school spirit.
Many words, brain not work good.
Okay, so this is the point in the class where I gave everybody a reading assignment. It's really, really quiet.
Alright, class. Now, time to see if you studied. Oh, written text.
And then you realize half the class was like, half the class was scribbling something, checking their phone, and nobody was paying attention to the text.
Okay.
I'm saying this out of character because my character is a new arrival, but I remember. Maybe the blue stain is referring to the tattoos that we get in each of these temples.
Yeah. And then the black one is the counter. The outcome will be altered. You can get a black tattoo as well.
Do you guys remember which two people have taken blue tattoos?
The barbarians.
What? If they had one.
One of the barbarians, and an unfortunate.
We also have one.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
I got
that's
the
one
one.
of our champions.
I got the one from the Howler,
Yeah.
the builder.
Just a side group. Alex, what's wrong with you?
The list is too long.
Sorry, okay. Yes, so... yeah, no, there's no way you can roll for this. At some point you're going to be surprised, and then think of this moment and you won't be surprised. I'm referring, of course, to the lore I just dropped, not Alex's comments.
I was wondering.
I mean, we'll have to read and reread this. It feels like there's so much in these texts.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, this is great.
It's
Okay.
well written, which is cool.
Information.
I mean, we kind of suck though because we lost one of our 4 participants. We need a minimum of 4.
But there's still, remember, there's 7 versus 7 chambers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How do we
Do
know
we
which
know-
ones will give us the black marks and which one will give us the blue marks?
This is something you learned from Vigil himself, if that was him. Obviously, it's not. Over here, those
Yeah, I remember that.
those on the top give you blue marks. Those at the bottom give you black marks.
Can we beforehand know to which one of these nexi we go? Nexapodes, whatever the plural of nexus is.
Next
Check
side.
the map.
Let that one run.
Yes, you did establish this before, so that you can see the labels, right? Yeah, you should be able to. You did add it to the map. Let's double check. So,
Also, I have a map
we
of
have those,
Dyrecinder. I have like a full map of Dyrecinder that was never used.
Okay, cool. No, I was just scared that we actually go to, for example, the Crypt of the Ashen one, which I believe is the black one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much where we're at. We're close there.
okay. For new people, this is not your world, but they're currently here.
Nice.
Yeah, it's here in Tamworth. So if we go to the Crypt of the Ashen one, would that mean that we could potentially get a black tattoo?
Potentially. There's only one way to find it.
That sounds interesting.
Is there any downside to not doing any of the crypts? I mean, not the dark crypt. Words. Is there a downside to not doing any of the dark mark crypts?
Remember, somebody else is doing them. So
Yeah.
it's a first come, first
As
serve.
we have been completing some crypts, others, the opposite ones, have been completed as well. Someone is racing against us.
Oh, yeah, we are losing badly.
You did.
No, we are tied.
You're currently tied, but you did establish that the opposing force is Mishka and her people.
But we're cool with Mishka, aren't we?
Yeah, we
Mishka's
are.
neutral. Mishka is neutral.
Well,
We made a pact with
this is as far
some
as
of us on
you
the boat.
Yes,
Some of us on the boat made a pact with Mishka.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm in Mishka's good books, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you are. And then, as far as you know, this is the date. This might be important later.
When the DM says, might be important later.
Yeah, no, it might be on the test.
By the way, the time limit to Echo was what day or what month?
See, this is where I
How much do
really
we have?
miss Lilu.
I think wasn't it like between 3 and 6 months, somewhere there.
No, I don't think so. It was quite
Thank
short.
you.
Month.
Sorry, no, I wasn't saying thank you to you. Yes, it was 1 month. I had a whole thing. Don't leave my campaign, guys. I put so much work into your characters.
So we're here. We in this. And then you killed Free.
Now we're all leaving.
Hey, listen,
Sacrifices
listen.
had to be made.
Whatever I'm gonna pay for it when Meg comes back.
I mean, this pushes to the problem of are we going to chase kind of this whole situation of the Nexapodes, or are we going to go to Sigil and essentially like put this on hold? We don't know like what's happening, or whether we will gain any boon from going to Sigil. But we do know that Tasha's probably there, and we do have some kind of like some plot hooks there. But we are losing time on our main focus, that why we've been brought together. So it's a little bit of a toss-up.
Is Sigil like where we needed to take Echo?
No, you need
No,
to
we
take.
have to go
No.
to the Hagra Mountains.
The Agrim Mountains.
Okay, so let me just show you that quickly. Okay, again, sorry, new people, but I will come to you later.
Also, there's something about a flower that smells like black peppers.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes.
that is very important. Okay,
Oh.
so you guys are currently here. You left the airship in Willow Bay. You need to get somewhere in the mountains here.
Mhm.
Okay. So for the new people, Echo is a warlord that has been possessed by two other spirits. It's complicated. The people in power here in Dyrecinder, this country you're in, wants him taken away and not to cause a international incident. You've not investigated that very much. You don't know exactly what's wrong with Echo, but you do know there are other things waiting for you in the mountains. Those Wind Witch people, for example, they might have information on this thing you're dealing with.
Yes, and I have many more reasons to. I, for example, have all the reasons to go to the Agrim Mountains and complete the Echo mission and not go to Sigil at all. 'Cause I'm scared.
I mean, that's why I'm bringing it up. But also, we have new people, and they also have a mission. So we have to kind of what's the optimal strategy here, guys? What are we doing? Are we going to Sigil and put this on hold, or are we actually knowing?
Drop
It's
Echo
really
off. Fly to Sigil.
I have no particular tie to Sigil myself. I just, wherever they find most entertaining, they tell me to go, and I am mostly compelled to follow. Sigil is full of many entertainments for them, but currently I feel like they're open to suggestion.
Oh, you'll love Echo.
I don't know if I will.
Well,
I
Echo will
would
love
prefer
you.
get to Willowbane. I don't feel comfortable with the many people we left on the airship be left alone for however long we've been here. Also, I'm not comfortable going to Sigil.
Everybody make an insight check for me, please.
All right.
Axel will kind of like chime in, and
Yeah,
say,
no, that didn't work.
While,
Wait.
while my programming is, crap, I had words again. Go. Crap. It is my utmost, is it of utmost importance that I try and seek out my master Sigil, but mention of this Echo person pings something. As my new masters, if you would all wish to go and accompany this Echo person to wherever they are, wherever the destination is, I will follow suit.
Ah,
That is-
Laura, hell yes.
No, thanks. Who is to make the insight check?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, I popped a
Everybody.
card.
Oh, okay. What's your card?
Melura,
Ouch.
the goddess of nature.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, one of the sisters of the gods of nature.
Okay, so while that's doing its thing, Tomlin, you know that that monster you hear about, a giant snake monster,
Yes.
does like undead. You walk out that door, it's gonna probably use you against your friends immediately.
Well, everybody mean use me against my friends.
Alex, we can't hear you. Making announced noises, we can't hear you.
Test.
There we can
Now
hear
we-
you.
Oh my god, there we go.
Okay.
Yay.
So wait, what do you mean use me against my friends?
Like domination.
And do you think I can, like, now that I've realized this fact, do you think there's already people in my head? Would it have to compete with them? So would they fight back, or would it just overpower it? Do I know this?
All the voices in your head would be telling you no because they want to be in control of you. Another voice would just complicate things.
Sorry guys, I have to go.
Oh, no worries.
Problem.
Oh,
So I
wait.
just announced.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, cheers everyone.
Bye.
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 Here he is.
Bye.
I just announced to the group. I don't know how I know this, but I know that that thing that the Igor man mentioned earlier. When it comes to people like me, ones who've kind of stuck between life and death, it's better if I don't directly get into contact with it. It can take over my brain pretty easily. I think something within me is telling me to be careful.
Well, in that case, we'll need
I
a
would
deep
say-
coin.
Sorry, I was saying, I would be willing to help on your mission if we first visit Sigil 2.
You see, we are very time pressed on our mission, which is where the rub comes in. As it sounds like Sigil as a source of information, but I don't see the urgency. We can always come back to Sigil. We know where this house is, we know where the portal is, everything feels very much in place to come back. Whereas we are a bit more time pressed
Okay.
in Dyrecinder.
And which one? I'm giving up on the whisper because Rodak's gone.
Yeah.
Which point Rodak says with his 19, because before the new people I was looking for other insights for the established people, specific insights about the lore you've just found. Isn't it weird that the assassin-y dude had a change of heart, and then when we met him, he said his name was Virgil. He didn't tell us all this other stuff. And he happily stayed behind. Just feels weird.
As a player, not as a character, because I think both of us, character and player, are quite in the dark as to what happened there at the end. Like, I remember we had the whole lore drop of how Sigil came to be with all the little different, almost like hieroglyphics or like little comic scenes about sending people up to Sigil.
Oh no!
Essentially.
That's right. In the Howler, Virgil didn't tell you about Sigil. Sigil didn't come into it. That they built the Nexus to stop the Black Agenda.
Oh yeah. Sorry. That was what I'm thinking of.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Too many things to remember.
That's okay. My bad.
I think you'll have to spoon feed us a bit more on this one because I cannot remember shite, to be honest.
All right. Okay. So in the Howler, let's have a look. Let's we still have the map here somewhere. False Hydra or False Hydra.
Please not.
To me,
Hydra.
that was still my favorite bit. I don't have that map. Never mind. Okay, so the really ancient dude who was like 800 plus years old said that to leave this chamber at the end because that chamber gave you the star map kind of thing that showed you where all the other places are. But this is sort of a central place, and he had to stay behind to send his people off to a new world to escape the blight. The other half of his people got into the machine and paused the invasion for a couple of years. But then he said, "Okay, I can come with you and help you, but somebody has to stay behind in the chamber or sacrifice themselves. It was lots of talking. Eventually, you guys said, okay, he's old already. This was his duty. He can stay behind while you go off. You'll come back for him once all is solved. And he said, sure, why not? Goodbye. That's the end of it. So all
We
of
just
you,
assumed that he took his
Yes.
job seriously, and he's like, yeah, okay, sweet. He'll
Yes.
stay behind.
because I called for insight checks that time, and you guys already spent your cards, and you rolled pretty badly. And bye bye, good session, good night, everybody. Then
So-
stuff happened. So I was,
So,
yeah. Go for it.
so now we know that guy was not Sigil. Is actually the guy for the painted one, for the
Yeah.
ashen one.
Yeah, it
Um,
wasn't Virgil. He was
So he was more enslaved, similar to this person was enslaved in the in this little pyramid. He was also technically enslaved, and we helped him kind of get out.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
Because in his little journal entry thing, he does say that he can assume other people's forms.
A changeling.
Okay.
so was this the same dude?
I'll leave that to you to think about. So currently you are going to have a nice long rest. You can RP again. God be with you when you speak to Megan. So you guys can
I'll
basically...
try to calm her down.
Good luck.
I'm putting myself as the barrier.
Good luck.
Hey, at least the worst is past. We didn't kill any. Well, we didn't kill her or anyone today, so
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
that's not that bad.
Oh, but she will try to kill someone.
Well, I would say that if you could please, by next session, in RP or anywhere, decide where you want to go next. Because it's going to make my setup a little bit easier. So, do you want to go out the front door and fight the bone monster, knowing what you know? Do you want to go through the portal to Sigil?
Real quick. Oh no! I was gonna play my card real quick just to show you
Ah.
what I had because I saw it and I was like, oh no, too soon. It was Doomed Romance.
Oh, so sorry.
My card was literally Doomed Romance.
Perfect. Okay, so yes, RP. You guys can sort of walk around the house. You can't go into the torture chamber or the vampire room because there's possibly combat encounters. Can't go out the front door
man.
because there's a giant monster. You guys can ask Igor for anything. He will respond in a lisp. But yes, please decide where you want to go.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, no combat round.
It shall be done.
And you
Is
have a quasit. What was the name? What is the vote of the name? Nip.
Not that.
Okay.
Nip nip.
Nip nip.
Okay.
Nip,
So-
nip, 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 or nit, nit. Write it down, please.
I think it was nip nip.
It's
It might have been nip
it's
nip.
the backwards of Tintin.
Yeah, it was Tintin backwards,
Mhm.
but
Nip nip.
Nip, nip.
that could be Nip Nip if that's your
Oh no.
preferred choice.
Nip
Can
nip.
I remember if there's windows? Oh, I could probably go and inspect it now, but now that I have the DM around, can I check if is there windows to see the boneyard thing outside?
No, so they are, since you defeated the monsters, they are, like I said, windows that appeared all over the place to let light in, but there's nothing but a white wall behind behind the glass.
I guess I will have to actually open the door and say
Yes.
hello. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Or you
There's
can,
no way to kind of like
yeah, no.
get to it or cast a spell through a window.
No. Yeah, casting a spell from inside the house is going to be difficult.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to Alex.
I need
Doing
to
out
know.
of character inappropriate comments.
Wow. Okay. So yes, thank you everybody. Hope you had an okay session.
Thank you. I really needed
Thank you.
this. Been
Thanks
too
for coming
long.
back. Yeah, glad you came back.
I hope I did
Welcome
nicely at introducing my guy, my new person.
No problem. And I took the liberty of adding
Hey,
new people
it was
to.
good. It's nice to have a forged.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I took the liberty of adding our new people to the Lost Paragons. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes.
That is
Welcome
all,
to the team.
it's all mourn the therapy rock.
No more in the therapy route. The almighty
Minute
god
of
that it
team.
was.
My character
All
never
right.
met the therapy rock. I'm just mourning free.
Oh,
We knew the therapy rock.
yeah, it's his first set by stream.
Bye.
Bye, stream.